Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Schara. This is my co-star Raven from ESPN's Backroad Show. You know, I've been a fisherman all of my life, and I love a good fishing yarn. But what you're about to see is more than just a fishing story. It's a story about a fishing legend, and it could be the greatest fishing story ever told.
It all began with a hungry Finnish guy and a carving knife. It was the 1930s when a simple fisherman named Lauri Rapala made an observation of simple genius. Big fish eat little fish, especially little fish that are wounded. So begins the greatest fishing story ever told. As Lauri Rapala fished the waters of Finland's Lake Päijänne, he quietly rode and watched. What he saw was how hungry predator fish would dart into a school of minnows and attack the one that swam with a slightly off-center wobble. Lauri realized if he could craft a lure that mimicked the movements of a wounded minnow, he could catch more fish, earn more money, and not spend time constantly baiting lines. So Lauri set to work. He whittled, carved, and shaved. Eventually, a lure began to take shape. Using a shoemaker's knife and sandpaper, he created his first successful lure from tree bark, the year 1936. Tinfoil from chocolate bars formed the lure's outer surface and created flash. Melted photographic negatives were used for protective coating. But most importantly, Lauri's lure began to perfectly imitate the action of a wounded minnow. Legend has it that Lauri sometimes caught 600 pounds of fish a day with that new lure. As word spread of his catches, the lure's reputation grew. That, as they say, is the rest of the story. Today, Rapala's lures are sold in more than 140 countries. The legacy of Lauri continues with new Rapala offerings like premium graphite rods, reels, tools, knives, hooks, the world's first long-casting line, more new lures, and new ways of catching fish. Nothing is rushed to market, but carefully crafted from years of experience. As Lauri Rapala proved many years ago, that which is irresistible to fish will always be irresistible to anglers the world over.
The original. The world's best-selling lure. Tradition. Quality. Handcrafted. Tank-tested. The legendary original Rapala is still the #1 go-to lure, whether twitched on the top as a surface bait or retrieved as a shallow runner. Weighted with split shot for medium depths. Bottom walks with a 3-way rig. The wounded minnow action of the original Rapala floater continues to be irresistible to game fish the world over. This is where it all began over 60 years ago. Lauri Rapala developed a handcrafted lure that embodied the lifelike action of a wounded minnow. Little did he know at that moment, he was creating a legend that would revolutionize the world of fishing. Even today, each Rapala lure with a swimming lip is hand-tuned and tank-tested to swim perfectly each time, right out of the box.
The original Rapala is the most versatile and effective lure ever made. Over the years, I've caught fish on this lure from the surface to as deep as 100 feet. Let me illustrate some of the best ways to fish this original floating Rapala. For a shallow water situation, a surface twitching retrieve is a great technique. In and around and over cover like weeds and rocks. A variation of this proven deadly technique is to run the lure just under the surface so it bulges the water. Most of the time you can simply reel the lure slow and let Rapala do the rest.
The original comes in various fish catching sizes and a wide variety of color patterns. You name the angling situation and one of the originals will fit the bill. The smaller models, like the numbers 3 and 5, are perfect for panfish and small stream trout. The mid-range sizes like the numbers 7, 9, and 11 are tried and true bass, walleye, and trout producers, while the numbers 13 and 18 are used to target larger predators like pike, muskie, trout, and salmon. The original is simply relied on by millions of anglers worldwide.